imagine a world where everyone have access to quality eye care, regardless of where they live, how much they earn. Massive changes, big changes like this, comes in small steps, focused small steps, and we're determined to be at the forefront of this. In the world, there are 2.2 billion people who suffer from vision loss. 110 million of them are due to corneal conditions, and that has a huge impact on the annual productivity around the world. The market of vision diagnostics is huge, but it suffers from lack of access and high prices. This is where we come in. We are developing this software and hardware solution that can give you medical data, clinical data, that is comparable to the gold standards to reach people anywhere, everywhere. We're starting with the front of the eye. So we have developed the first handheld topography machine that can be used anywhere, everywhere. Basically, we have, think of corneal topography as Google Earth. The same as Google Earth scan the surface of the Earth, our topography machine basically looks at the surface of your cornea, identify dips and bulges, and then that can indicate trauma or disease. Our solution is simple, but very powerful. You take an image, send it to the cloud, software analyze it in 45 seconds, and give you the data comparable to the gold standard. How we did this, we actually replaced bulky machine with powerful software modules that you can basically run it on the cloud. No need for you now to sit in front of a huge machine, fix your head and your gaze in a dark room. Our software will allow for head movement and will cater for light intensity as well. 80% of UK optometrists and 40% of ophthalmologists, clinicians, do not have access to topography machine. Not because they don't need one or it's not necessary for diagnosis, it's basically because they cannot afford one. So our software and hardware modules allow them to access data for contact lens fitting, including specialized one, monitor dry eye syndromes, disease progression, diagnose keratoconus as one disease as well, and also optimize treatment. Why we win? The topography machines on the market ranges from $50,000 to that's the cheapest one, $15,000. And they are big. We come at 60% cheaper, 100 times lighter, and it can fit in your pocket. It has a cloud system that allows you to reach patients in a school, in a clinic, in a pharmacy, or even in compact zone. And we have 2 patents on the device. We have trademarks and everything, and we have a know-how on our software. There is a huge opportunity. So Ocuwell is going into a global need. And we are starting with the UK. That's the market we know and the feedback we got from optometrists and clinicians in the area. Then next year, we're moving to Europe and India. This is due to commercial links and hopefully contracts being signed soon. So we can move to there, and also because of the need. Then we're going to the US afterwards. So far, we have been building on nearly $2 million of grant funding, 400,000 of consultancy contract, and we are funded. We had about $800,000 of seed round. So we're not raising yet, but we're planning to start this in 12-month time. So far, we have a product that is more or less complete. Couple of weeks as well. We have the software module working for dry eye assessment and for the corneal topography. And in the next 2 years, we're hoping to release another device for another purpose and double our software modules. By year 5, we're thinking of 4 devices to do 4 different jobs and a platform of software modules that can be used on the cornea and beyond. This is the team, the dream team, myself. I'm the CEO, and I have business management and supply chain management. Ahmed is our CSO. He is a world-renowned researcher in this field. This is building on his 25 years of research at the University of Liverpool. We're very delighted actually to be bringing in a world-renowned person in the contact lens manufacture sector. She has over 20 years of experience there, and she has industry insight. And also she has a personal link because his son's vision was saved by a topography machine, and she had to pay a bit of a price, which it was a bit of a late diagnosis, so an operation happened. Joanne, our chair, who's here with us, and she was in the photo at the beginning because I was in China at that time. She has over 20 years of expertise in board director and CEO as well. And then we have a variety of expertise to keep the team going. Biomedical engineer, AI, software engineers, electrical and regulatory and technology. So this is not a product. This is it's not just a product, that's a scalable solution for equitable healthcare across the world. We would like you to share that passion with us, follow our progress, and at the right time, join us for a lasting impact. Thank you, guys.
Great presentation. Thank you very much, Rania.
Thank you.
And now over to questions. Do we have any questions in the audience? We've got one right here.
Hi there. Thank you so much. Two questions. First one, what would be the general regulatory pathway?
We are regulating now, so we're doing our validation and verification test now, and the clinical trials are starting in October. It's a Class 2A medical device, so we need MHRA Class 2A CE marking, and then we're going to the CE. And in India, we need to regulate, and if we go to America, we need to regulate.
And the general expected timeline in the UK would be?
So we should be selling by March, because we're already, we finished now. We have a product that is working, it's testing, the software is complete, so it's a matter of the clinical study, and it's not a long clinical study, so that's why we're starting in October. It should take 8 weeks, and hopefully by beginning of Q2 next year, we will be on the market.
Might I have one more question?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got the mic. Go ahead.
So, and then how have you thought about the strategic channels and how you interact with the large incumbents or?
Okay, different companies, you mean?
Sure. I don't know if an Alcon is the right kind of comparison.
Right, so at the moment, we're the only one with a portable handheld device. So yeah, we're expecting people to be a bit up in arm once this is in the market. So to compensate on this, what we're doing is we're working on this version 2 of the device. So once this is in the market, there's something else coming, and then we have device 2, which is a different tomography machine, and there's device 3 and 4 in the pipeline. We have the expertise and we have the technology to run that through. So by providing the market with continuous improvement, then we're hoping that we will keep hold of that. Thank you.
I think we've got a question here.
From your slides, it was obvious you've got two very big and ugly competitors in the market. How do you think they're going to react to you coming in at a fraction of their price?
Yes, I know.
Have you looked at that? Have you thought about a strategy with that?
Yeah, so at the moment, one of the things we're doing is some of our software is licensed in one of these big companies with our name on it. So that is actually a good place for us to be in the market. It shows marketing strategy and it shows trust in what we're doing. At the moment, they're not interested in a small device, but I think the minute this is going to be in the market, things will change. Yeah, so we're mitigating this, as I said, by making sure that the next version and the next version available. I always say we look at the iPhone and you have 1 in the market, but 2 and 3 and 4 are ready. So we have 2 and 3 ready.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So what do we like about Ocuwell? I think what got us excited is that the existing machines are expensive, they're heavy, and they therefore limit the sales and access. The fact that only 20% of optometrists have access to a machine that they all have a desire to use shows that there's a massive non-consumption within this market. So I think the fact that Ocuwell can provide a machine that's a third of the cost of the lowest cost competitor, 100 times lighter, cloud-based, and that's just the first product, allows for this potentially 5x increase in the size of the market. And with just 5% market share, which I think actually could be conservative, they're already at around 130 million in 5 years. So, and that's, again, just with some of the first applications. So we think that this is a very scalable technology. It's got a world-class research team, and actually that's opened up all of these different customers who, you know, will when they get called by the world-leading researchers, say, absolutely, I want to learn more. How can we work together? And then, of course, on the commercial team as well, people who've got experience there who are going to be able to build a really scalable business. So with all of that, we think that this is a fantastic opportunity in a space where you've got a fairly old set of systems that really aren't fit for purpose. And this is, in many ways, like the iPhone moment, where you've got a portable, really powerful device, and that's how we see Ocuwell. Good, well, now we are on to PixelFlow, so the final company of the day, and we'll turn over to Rick, and we'll use these healthy eyes